Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I just want to make a video today about something that happened this past week, which really just bugs me and I can't really stop thinking about it. So there's a 3-year-old Doberman who was living in Arizona, and his owners used to take him to a field, the same field all the time where they used to play and run out. And last week, unfortunately, what happened is the Doberman was shot. So I'll tell you the story, and it's kind of just to piggyback to what I was saying in my last video about why I don't let off-leash dogs run up to Leela, and why I don't let her charge off-leash dogs. Like I was saying, Leela has a group of dogs that she plays with in a hiking group. She knows them, she's friends with them, and she's been playing with them for years, and they get along great. There's no issues. Out! And she's great with those dogs, but with strange dogs, it's different. So basically what happened is that this family took the dog onto their normal trail. No issues. The dog was off leash. And then there was another gentleman who had a small dog, and he was on leash. But this gentleman approached their off-leash dogs and let their dog greet their dog. And they said, the ones with the Doberman, they said that their dog is normally good with other dogs, and normally good with small dogs. Now, the word normally, it's a little worrisome. Leela's normally good with everyone too. And at the end of the day, when Leela doesn't like something, she just growls or will air snap, but she's never ever made contact. But there's a first for everything. And this little dog that approached the Doberman gave the Doberman a small growl, and something about that set the Doberman off. The Doberman went into full attack mode. So basically, the owner got the Doberman off finally, but then the Doberman went back again to attack that little dog. And this was in Arizona, guys. And basically, they couldn't get the dog off, the Doberman off. And the owner of the other dog basically shot the Doberman dead. He shot him 3 times, and the dog died on the spot. This story makes me really, really sad. At the end of the day, look who lost their life. It was the Doberman who lost his life. And it was because, and again, I'm not judging the owner. Sometimes, who would think something like this would happen? It's such a fluke. But this is why I say, be careful. Don't let your dog charge other dogs that they don't know. And don't let your dog, and if there's dogs charging you, keep them away. Do your best to keep them away. Because if something happens, your dog, depending, if the Doberman, whatever the breed is, will be the one to blame. And in this case, the Doberman did attack. Yes, did the other dog initiate? Probably. We don't know. But that little growl that the little dog did sent the Doberman into full attack mode. And in this case, the Doberman lost his life. This story just makes me really sad. I always make sure that, whenever I'm hiking, my eyes are peeled. I look for anyone approaching. If I see a dog, I recall Leela. She's in a heel. We walk by. If I do want her to be friends with another dog, they'll meet first. They'll go for a walk first. The best way to introduce 2 dogs to each other is to take them on a walk and not actually let them interact. And then watch their body language and see how they do. But it just makes me really sad that this Doberman lost his life, guys. He was only 3 years old. And to be shot dead in that kind of situation, imagine how the owners feel. Like, I just can't stop thinking about this case, or this situation. But I hope that, at least people can learn from this. And it's not that I don't want my dog to have fun. I don't want my dog to run around and play with others. But I want my dog to be safe. And, in a fight with a little dog, who do you think's gonna win? She will. So it's really important that, you know, we're realistic about who our dogs are, you know, their breeds, their temperaments, and that we make sure to keep them safe. No problem. You know, your dog should have doggy friends. They don't need it, but if you can find people that you know, that you can, you know, arrange play dates with, dogs that you can trust, but don't just let your dog meet random dogs on leash, especially if you have a power breed. If something happens, your breed will be the one to blame. And I just want to make, you know, I just wanted to share this story because it really affected me, and I just want people to know what can happen and how quickly things can change. Really, you know, at the nick of a dime. Who would have thought that that day they would have went on a hike and their dog would be shot 3 times and died? Oh, this story just really broke my heart. So anyways, guys, please, you know, keep your dogs safe. There's nothing wrong with you know, recalling your dog, making sure it's on leash. Your dog does not need to meet every dog you guys see on your walk. It's actually going to build your relationship if you don't do that, because then your dog, you know, you become the most important thing to your dog. You don't want your dog, you know, fixated on everything else but you. So yeah, just be very cautious and know that at the end of the day, dogs are dogs. And you know, this Doberman was probably just protecting its family from its perspective, right? There was this dog, it didn't like the vibe of this other dog. It felt that it was a threat, and he wanted to keep his family safe, which in the dog's mind is it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Dobermans are protection dogs. It all makes sense, but unfortunately in the real world, it doesn't make sense. And he unfortunately went after the wrong dog because that owner had a gun. And that just really makes me sad. So keep your dog safe, guys. Don't feel obligated that your dog needs to meet every dog. Think about your dog's priority first. You know, have close friends that you know, just like you have friends with you know, certain people. You're not friends with every stranger you meet on the street. Your dog doesn't need that either. So keep your dog safe. Do training with them. Make sure you manage the situations. Don't let your dog just run up to, you know, random dogs and vice versa. I would recommend keeping something like a pet corrector on you. If you ever do get charged by other dogs, you know, you could use it to pretty much, you know, scare the other dog away. It's just air. It doesn't hurt the dog. There's other more, you know, there's other methods, but I just carry a pet corrector. I've luckily never been charged by, you know, an aggressive dog or, you know, a dog that meant serious harm. They've always just been small little, you know, yappy dogs that usually just get away with a little bit of, like, I stomp my foot, or, you know, I'll just yell at them or use the pet corrector, and they're usually fine. They go away. But yeah. But yeah, just be careful, guys. Keep your dog safe, and stay safe out there. Bye.